Yeah, so if you can imagine an African migrant who raps, sings, loves hip-hop, has a history in metal, has learnt to play a bunch of instruments and is now making music that is drawn from their heritage. Yeah, there's Afrobeat, R&B, hip-hop, it's rocky, it's energetic, it's unique.
Africa is rich and not poor.
Yeah, it's difficult to put a genre on it all. I mean, ultimately what I do is mostly rap, but it's a crazy mix of so many things, just like me, really. It's migrant music.
Is Uxl, my Google, Skunkadelic,
Born in the UK to Nigerian parents, I grew up in New Zealand, learned to play a bunch of instruments through school, I learned how to be a vocalist. In uni, I was a frontman for a metal band. I was also the songwriter and producer. And it's a strange backdrop for where I am now as an artist, but it makes a lot of sense when you see me live on stage. If there's anything that people consistently take from my performances, it's energy.
The state is an idol, borders are a lie, imperial survival. Take me to the sky like Elijah, cause at times I wanna leave this world in a chariot.
2018, I did a short tour of the UK. We did London, Bristol, Cardiff, and Leeds. In Cardiff, I played the Cardiff Carnival with Mungus Hi-Fi, Eva Lazarus, and Afro Cluster. That was such an insane show. I was at the Tram Shed. I've done a bunch of festivals on this side of the globe, obviously. I did Splore, that awesome old festival at Te Papakanga Regional Park. African Music and Cultural Festival in Melbourne, Grayland Park Festival, Newtown Festival, and the Going Global Conference last year. I'd say I'm definitely a festival artist that's thriving. Yeah, I always incorporate live instruments in my performances as much as I can. Being a multi-instrumentalist myself, I love the idea of arranging stuff and seeing how things translate live. I mean, Fela Kuti, probably my biggest influence. He had a huge live band, so that's the kind of stuff I really love. So far, I've put out a couple of EPs and a few singles, and it's all enjoyed some mainstream radio attention, which has been pretty cool because I consider myself slightly left of center when it comes to mainstream. One of my singles, Stylebender, which is a shout out to the UFC fighter Is Uxl, received quite a lot of social media attention, which is awesome, and I'm hoping he'll use it as his walkout music one day.
I'ma live life like a stylebender, eat sleep like a stylebender. When it's gloves on, I'm a stylebender. Lights out whenever I enter.
Yeah, my latest EP, The Migrant Mind, it really pushes some boundaries for me sonically, I think, as well as being influenced by Fela. It's got influences by Stormzy, Royce da 5'9", Antibellus, Manifest, and Flavor. It's got a couple of features from the UK, which I'm really happy about, and a couple of my local guys as well. Yeah, I'd say I'm a conscious artist. I mean, my main influence, Fela, he said, music is a spiritual thing, you don't play with music, which I think is a profound irony, but I'm inclined to agree. Man, I like to party hard, but when it comes down to it, the messages in my music are quite heavy. As someone who's had to wrestle with cultural identity issues my whole life, I'm speaking primarily to an increasing number of people around the world who are dealing with that same thing. As I dive deeper into my heritage, there are many social and political issues that just bubble up into my music. But of course, there's the personal stuff that's in there as well. So I tend to think of my music as having something that everyone can relate to. And another thing, I mean, you'll never find profanity in my music. It's just something I've never been about, really. I really, really want to be a game changer. And I'm not taking any shortcuts to get to where I want to be. I'm not under the illusion it'll come easily. Ultimately, I want to leave a powerful legacy for my kids, for young African migrants around the world who relate to my story, and anyone with a bold, creative drive who just seeks more and wants to be more.
Be done because we have the knowledge, and it's been given to us, and it's our duty to make sure that we strengthen it and pass it on to those around us who didn't know before.